Hello everybody, I'm Griffin with Electric Bike Report, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Burley D'Lite X bike trailer. This is one of the premium trailer options that Burley offers. It comes equipped with a whole host of features that really smooth out the ride and make it enjoyable for both you up front and your kiddos who are riding behind you. We're going to dive into those features and talk a little bit more about them and what they do for you on the road. So let's get started. Burley D'Lite X trailer is really something that is a premium option for those who are looking for the best possible ride that they can get for their kid, taking them out on a bike trailer. It's going to be really great for the dedicated hardcore cyclists who are on two wheels as often as possible and want to bring the kids in tow, or like I said, just those who have the cash to burn and they want to take a look at getting the best of the best. So a couple of things that really help this trailer stand out is its quality construction and design, and a lot of that goes into the building materials they've chosen to use here. The fabric that they use across all of it is water resistant. It will hold up well in the rain. Comes with a plastic cover in the front and rear to help with that water protection, as well as a sidewall right here that is UV protected, blocks 98% of UV light. This is all housed in an aluminum frame that works as a roll cage, which goes up even into the handlebars here, which are adjustable for if you're in ride mode or if you're in stroller mode. We'll get into a little bit more about that later, about the differences in the feeling of those two different modes. Along with some of the premium construction, there's just good design elements overall. We have a tow bar up here, which is a quick release system, which you can see right here. You just pull on that to put the tow bar in and out. It attaches quickly and easily to the hitch mounted on the bike, and it rolls really nicely on these 20-inch tires right here. The tread pattern on this is pretty aggressive tread pattern. It gives you some flexibility to take the trailer out on different types of terrain. You can handle a little bit of loose off-road and stuff. And overall, it's a very good, well-designed system. We'll get into more about the quick release later, once we take a look at how this trailer does fold down and becomes more compact. No matter if it's in trailer mode or if it's in stroller mode, there's a lot of features and construction that are at play here that make it really nice and comfortable for the little occupants inside of the cabin. So working our way outside in, first off, we have this rain cover here. That's really nice and convenient. They can see out through it. Something unique to the D'Lite X is right here you get this sunshade attachment, which you can raise or lower depending on where the sun is at to keep the sun out of your kiddo's eyes, and it does tuck away when you don't need it. Going back to that rain cover for a moment, this does roll up, so if it's a nice warm sunny day, you can roll this up, which will allow some ventilation to come in through the cabin, and these do secure up top as well with the little included straps. Now, in addition to this rain cover in the front, something that you're getting on the D'Lite X that you don't get on some of the other Burley models is you get a rain cover in the back as well, that you also have the option of zipping open, rolling this up, and that will allow ventilation to come in through the whole cabin, through the front and out the back. Makes a very nice and comfortable ride inside. Now, this entire time you'll have UV protection on the sides, and something you'll notice here is that these sides are a little bit bowed out, which allows for more elbow room inside the cabin. Another upgraded feature that you're seeing on this as opposed to some of the standard models. Now, when you release this buckle here, we'll take a look inside. And there's a lot going on the inside that's very nice as well. Inside here, this is, I think, one of the areas where I notice the premium nature of this bike trailer overall. The seats inside are very comfortable. They've got some upgraded padding and components in here. The 5-point harness system is very simple and easy to use. You can adjust it for your child's height. It goes on really quickly and easily, and it doesn't get tangled up or anything too severe. Another thing that I'm a big fan of is there is this liner here on the bottom that it can be quickly and easily removed. So when kids bring in dust, dirt, or crushed up Cheerios, all of it can very quickly and easily be taken out, shaken off, and cleaned up. You'll notice on the sides here that you have little pockets, great for holding on to snacks or little toys, and overall makes for a good experience for those inside. Another thing to show you inside the cabin, on the D'Lite X, you actually have the option of making this a cargo trailer. You can lower down these seats so that they drop down, which will give you more room to store groceries or anything else that you want to carry in here other than little passengers. You get quite a lot of the room to work with. Further adding to the overall like premium features that you'll find on the Burley D'Lite X, these seats do have independent recline for either seat that you're sitting on. So they can be adjusted backwards and forwards, give it a little bit more of a relaxed ride and feel. And then to make it easier for kids getting in and out, there is a hub brake system back here, which you can operate with either your foot or your hand just by flipping that bar to one side or the other. It will lock those wheels in place to make sure that the trailer doesn't roll anywhere it's not supposed to. Some other premium features that you are getting on the Burley D'Lite X is this one does come with a suspension system, which will actually help smoothen out the ride for your kids and for your cargo. And that is an adjustable suspension system so that you can tailor it to the type of terrain that you're going to be going on, give it just as much suspension as it requires. Also in the rear here, we have a very generous cargo area that holds a lot more than you think it would on first glance. Now, what you're going to notice right away is that there is a lot of room to store whatever it is you need, be it blankets, groceries, snacks, toys. There is plenty of room back here. The only difference on this cargo area as opposed to some of the other standard Burley trailers is because of that independent recline system that I mentioned before, it does add a bar here down the middle that isn't present on other models. So it will make it a little bit harder to fit larger items in here. That's really the only drawback of this particular design. But overall, it's probably going to fit most of what you'd be looking to haul with your kids in your bike trailer anyway. All of this adds up to include lots of good practical features, and it comes equipped with safety as well. This sidewall is reflective right here so that you will be more easily viewable. We also have reflectors in the front and in the rear to make sure you are highly visible at all times, along with this little flag up top that will signal and let people know that you're on the roads. If you want to keep personalizing and adding accessories onto the Burley D'Lite X, you can do that as well. On Burley's website, they offer different options, some of which are for the interior, some snuggler options, some things that'll keep your kids warmer in colder weather. And there are some accessories and features that are actually unique to this specific model that won't work with some of the other models. The quick attach system that they have here will work as well with different wheel types. You can get a two-wheel system, you can get a jogging stroller kit system, and you can get a ski system, which looks like an absolute blast. When it comes down to the performance aspect of this bike trailer, I was actually pleasantly surprised with how simple it is to use and how smoothly it rolls when you're out there on the road. When it comes to attaching it, it's actually pretty straightforward. You attach the hitch onto the rear axle, and then you attach the tow arm into the hitch using this pin and D-ring setup. It also comes with this nylon strap that you can wrap around the frame of the bike or on the rack like I have on my bike here to just have that extra layer of security. And once it's attached, like I said before, it really just rolls really smooth and really quietly. I think my first reaction or expectation when I was out riding was I thought I'd feel it more behind me, or at least hear it, or would have something firing on one of my senses that would let me know it was back there. And it kind of weirded me out a little at first because like you barely notice it's back there, which is a good thing overall. Now, of course, when you're hauling your kids, you might take a peek to make sure they're there, but sure enough, they're there. It secures very smoothly and it will stay well connected. Now, when you're out there on the roads, I've really put this thing through a lot of miles and really put it to the test on a lot of different ways. And it follows you just as you would hope to have that bike trailer behind you. It handles very well. It stays very low to the ground. It has a good low center of gravity, and it makes for an overall enjoyable experience. The drag is quite minimal, and those tires really glide well over any surfaces. The tread pattern, like I mentioned before, it's a little bit more aggressive, so you can get into some off the paved trail stuff if necessary. And of course, Burley does offer a different set of 16-inch fat tires if you really want to get into the off-road stuff, kind of like on my fat tire bike here. Overall, very happy with how it performs on the roads. And also while I was out there testing it out, since I do have it attached to an e-bike, we are Electric Bike Report after all, Burley recommends that you keep it under 15 miles per hour. Now, when you're hauling the precious cargo that is your kids, you definitely want to stick to that limit, and I did every time I had my son in the cabin. But I did test it out and put it through its paces a little bit. I tried zigzagging at higher speeds. I tried going a little bit faster than that 15 miles per hour. And I was really surprised and happy with the fact that those two wheels stayed stuck to the ground. I couldn't get it to tilt or tip, even when I was kind of trying to see if I could get it to do that. And that's confidence inspiring for parents taking their kids with them, knowing that that low center of gravity will help keep this bike securely planted on the roads as you're out riding. So when you get the Burley D'Lite X, not only are you getting a bike trailer, but you're also getting a very capable stroller as well. And it's got a lot of features that come along with this that I really like and appreciate. Now, one of them is there's this always on wheel attachment here that folds up when you're riding it on your trailer, but as soon as you disconnect the pin system, it just snaps down into place really quickly and easily, which I like. Now, on this tow arm here, for the D'Lite X, something that's unique to this is there's actually the ability to extend this arm out or to pull it down in closer. Now, what that does is when you bring it in closer, it gives you a little bit more tighter control as you're maneuvering out and about, which is something, again, I really like to see. Kind of helps it feel like a little bit more of a traditional stroller instead of the wider trailer that it is. Now, in the back here, as you're pushing it along, there is an adjustable handlebar height, so you can find the perfect height for you. And then when it comes for storing this trailer either in your car or in the closet, if you're not going to be using it for a little while, it actually folds down fairly compactly and very quickly. All you have to do is pull on these two latches here and then push the bar forward. From there, you can take off the wheels and the tow arm bar. The wheels and the tow arm should fit just nice and snugly inside as well, and you can zip all that up, and then you can just put it in the back of your trunk or tuck it away into a closet somewhere. It is a system that works very quickly and very conveniently. Overall, I don't feel it takes up much more volume in your trunk than like a typical stroller. Our bottom line thoughts on the Burley D'Lite bike trailer: really, it's a premium bike trailer and it feels like it, which is really saying something. Behind you on the bike, you can barely notice it's there. It rides very smooth. It follows you as you are on the trails. Overall, very impressed with the build quality and the construction, and Burley is going to stand by that. They even offer a 3-year warranty on the frame, so you know that they believe in this product, that it's going to last you for the long haul. Realistically, at the end of the day, I see this as a great option, like I said before, for the dedicated cyclist who lives their life on 2 wheels and wants to make sure their kid is coming with them on every journey they have. Or if price doesn't matter to you, it has everything you could realistically want or expect from a bike trailer. It works very well both in trailer mode and in stroller mode. It folds down quickly, neatly, and compactly. Honestly, very impressed overall with the Burley D'Lite. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like down below. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, Electric Bike Report, where we will cover more bike trailers, e-bike reviews, and a whole host of other content as well. Again, I'm Griffin. Thanks for watching.